me here, right?
There.
You're by the tiger.
That was all little lives. You guys have dogs?
Yes.
Once we get started, they'll calm down.
We like pets more than people.
Yes. I agree. My family's guys, if you would only train me.
Oh, just gonna put this.
Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. I should get mine too. You would think I know this by now.
I left it in the car and I actually went running back for it because I was like, I'm already thirsty, and I start talking and
Okay.
I'd be even more thirsty.
How this dream came about.
Yeah. We met on Hinge after we graduated
Nice.
college. So we've been together for like over 3 years now. We got married just a little over a year ago, so September of 2024. And we are expecting our first baby in February.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you.
That is awesome.
At once. We're only
Yeah,
planning
we
on
had a
kids.
busy year.
Hey, that's better that way, right?
Yeah, and then, so right before we found out we were pregnant, we found out in June, in May, the wedding venue closed, and we just heard through the grapevine, like my best friend, funny enough, told me, she was like, have you heard about this wedding venue in Findlay that closed? You should look into it. You and Casey will probably buy it. I remember her exact words.
Wow.
You and Casey are going to want to buy it. And we went and met the previous owner, and here we are.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So is that both of your jobs full-time now?
No.
Somebody there you go.
So I graduated from Toledo. I'm a mechanical engineer. So I work at the refinery down in Lima still. I'm going to continue to work full-time for foreseeable future until everything gets up and going, and then a little bit longer just to keep us. That way we can focus. The income that I have from working is
Insurance too, right?
Exactly.
You
But-
got
Baby.
insurance. Yes.
But then we can focus the business to
Yeah.
keep, because we have a lot of things we want to do.
We
Like
do.
add, change, do all that. But so I'll keep working full time, and then she's gonna do the venue full time.
The venue's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's very nice.
I mean,
Thank you.
Did you guys make your footprint after you bought it? Or is it what you got?
That's what we got. We've only rearranged some furniture and done some paint and
We
done
only-
like lodging. We haven't
It's
done
amazing. It's
anything.
amazing.
Yeah, we only officially closed in September, so we've
And-
had it for
And
what,
nothing
month
like
and a
just
half now.
being like, come on guys, let's get on home.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we
we
worked.
closed like a week before the grand opening.
Oh,
It was
wow.
very,
So we worked all summer with banks and the previous owner and stuff, and getting all the details of that side figured out. And then-
That's a small chore.
Yeah,
right?
already.
Like,
That was
of
a lot.
course, yeah. That's
So we
fun.
did all
That was
that.
all him. I
Oh,
give
yeah.
all credit to him. I think he spent all summer buying me a wedding venue,
Yeah.
basically.
So I guess where we started with it is, you can talk your backstory and through school and stuff and how
Well,
we got here.
Yeah.
We did always want to own a wedding venue. This didn't just, hence my best friend
Okay.
saying you're gonna want
Right,
it here.
right.
So I went to BGSU for school, and I was an event planning major. And all throughout school, the only jobs I would work was weddings. And so I always knew I wanted to be in the wedding industry in some sense. And then I spent 5 years working at Nazareth Hall. Best 5 years of my life.
Nice.
I loved it. I did a lot of roles, but day of coordinating, fell in love. And then once Casey and I were together and I was starting to realize what our future could look like, I was like, oh, venue owner. Like that is how we'll go into the wedding industry and have the life that we want. So this opportunity is just,
We always thought it would be like 10, 15 years from now. So late 30s, early 40s opportunity. Or
maybe buy land
buy
and
and
build.
build. And we had all of our checklist in our head. We're like, we want lodging on site, we want land, we want a barn, we want it close to Findlay, preferably, because we like it here. We've been here since 21, 22-ish in Findlay. So we just love the area and everything. And we're like, these are the checklists. We want to be within 15, 20 minutes
Right,
of town,
right.
close to hotels, but secluded setting is where
And
we're.
you really got that with River's Edge, didn't you?
Every
Yeah,
si-
everything.
every
so
single
that's when
thing. every
you're
single
like,
thing.
Lord, you
Yeah.
have a different plan.
Yeah,
you're
it was
just our timing.
made for us, like
Right.
without being made for us. Like it was not built for us, but to have something that like checked all of our boxes was just
Because that's what we told the previous owner. We're like, every single thing that we wanted, if we were to build something from scratch,
It's a,
Yes.
yes.
So
And
I'm nervous for you guys. Going, actually signing the paperwork saying, oh shit, we're gonna actually do this.
I think we were.
No?
No, we don't really get nervous. We're odd in that sense. Like when we got married, we weren't nervous. Like no butterflies or nerves. The whole wedding weekend or like
natural.
rehearsal, walking down we just don't get nervous
See,
when
I
we're
don't-
together. I think
I'm
he
not
supports
type-
me, I support him, and there's just nothing to.
I don't really get nervous either.
So you get
The way that I think, I get uncomfortable with things. And for me, I'm like, if it's easy and it just feels like it's supposed to work, then that, and so it sounds like,
I think that's
Yeah.
part of it because
Our
we've talked about this for years now. Since I think in like the third month we knew each other.
Yeah.
This is what I
we
want
weren't
to
talking
do.
about our wedding.
we were talking
I
about,
was just talking about
In
I'm
general.
gonna own a wedding venue.
Right.
one day.
So we already
like weddings.
and we already talked about everything going through. With my background, I can do maintenance, I can do upkeep. I'm an engineer, so I can build things, fix
Even
things. I'm good with all that.
finances, he's good with numbers. Like I always
Oh,
joke,
he
he
had-
had the brains.
you have yourself a brand.
So really, when we were going through and everything was actually coming to reality, we were just like, everything was already there. Like making the
Yeah.
business plan, the documents, everything there. It's like, we already knew how we were going to run everything. Here's the little details of how
Yeah.
we're going to do this, that, and all the detailed logistics of it. But we were able to just fly through all that. 'Cause we've already talked about it. We already
Because
knew
you,
about
if
it.
somebody wants to come and stuff, but you're going to probably change, even though you may decide on something this year, you
Yeah.
might be changing it up anyway.
Exactly.
So it's almost, let's just jump in and let's see what we
get
have
started.
here. So where did you guys grow up?
I grew up in Pittsburgh, like about an hour north
That's
of
why
Pittsburgh.
you're a big old
Yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah.
and-
Always, all Pittsburgh, everything. And then
Yeah. I'm outside of Cleveland.
Now wait a minute, you said you're outside of Cleveland.
Yeah, but I never liked the Browns.
So it wasn't really hard.
she also wasn't into the sports too
Well,
much.
if you weren't into the Browns growing up into Cleveland, then you
Yeah.
can tell you probably weren't a
Yeah.
sports fan.
No, but don't get me wrong, I am now. That was a requirement of my marriage. We watch every Steelers game together.
And it's fun to watch it with somebody who gets excited.
To the,
Yeah.
to the
Like
point
that.
where we just got our first dog together, so second dog, but
Oh.
since we got it, and
Yeah.
his name's Berg after Pittsburgh. So everything goes back to
I
that
roll.
in there.
Oh.
None of this is making it on.
All right, let's move on. Brad's from the Cleveland area. What part were you?
Yeah, about an hour.
2 towns over.
Yeah.
Yep.
We drive through Madison to
Oh, you guys already
Pasture.
discussed this?
Just real quick, yeah.
All right. Okay. And you guys met at BG.
No, we met after school.
Oh, that's right. Okay. But you guys live in Findlay now?
Correct.
Okay. So you went, you looked at the venue, you made the deal, you did all
Yep.
that. Now you're proud owners. So what does that look like now? Yeah, so you're just marketing and just trying to get people to come in. Can you give me an idea of if I'm a bride and I'm looking for venues in this area and I call you, what is that going to look like to me when I call you? You're like, hi, this is Kristen. I'll be like, hi, my name is Megan.
Yeah, I like to get to know them a little bit at first, like even before we go and tour, just to know what date do they have in mind, what's their guest count, just a few things out of the way to know, like moving forward. But then right away, I'll always ask, do you want to come out and see the place? Because I just think you have to see it.
One of the first things she does as well is, here's our information packet, here's our prices. We're very upfront with it.
Right.
This is the big thing
Yeah.
for you. It's a time commitment. If this is more or less than you were planning or whatever
Right.
is not your vibe, we're fine with that.
You don't want them to waste your time or theirs. It's just wasting both.
Especially theirs, because we went through that and we went venue after venue.
Yeah, so yeah, we kind of exchange a little bit of that like initial information that's just good to have. And then usually they do always schedule a tour. So that's really nice because I feel like I do better like one-on-one, let me meet you.
Absolutely.
Let the property speak for itself.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. So usually we're really flexible. Like we'll get a tour the next day or at least the week of. Usually we're available. We start at the barn, walk them through everything, like set up and where cocktail hour is, where ceremony is, all of that good stuff. We walk them over to the honeymoon suite for lodging, the farmhouse, tell them about the pond, the orchard, the pasture, the whole idea. And then we just follow up with them. If we don't hear from them within a week, we follow up, see if they have any questions.
Now, do you anticipate getting a lot of brides from further away, or are you going to market more in this area or Columbus areas?
I think both. I don't
Yeah.
want to sit here and say we're not really for Findlay locals because we absolutely are. But I do think with the lodging we
Yes.
have and have weekend packages, you can come in on Friday, wedding on Saturday, and not leave until Sunday. That's what we did for our wedding, and we weren't local. It was just an amazing experience for your wedding weekend to be more than just the one day. So
Right.
we're definitely marketing that as well.
I would say the thing that we've noticed for the local area is this area, especially like Putnam County and stuff, they're used to big, huge 300, 400, 500 people weddings. Unfortunately, we're just not set up for those kinds of local communities. We can accommodate up to probably 250 if we're doing tents outside and stuff like
Right.
that. But the barn itself, it's 150. It's more of a smaller,
Yes.
intimate. We have plans to make some additional spaces out there, but we just don't have the setup to be able to do the 300, 400, 500 people weddings are fairly common
Yes.
around here.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
for that, we're going to be,
Looking Columbus up
Yeah.
to Toledo, even Michigan.
I wouldn't say it's by tactic to try to get people from outside, but I think that's just where we're going to because
Right.
of our size.
I agree. Only just because of the people that I do know that have gotten married that stayed in this area. I'm from Cary, small town that they want 400 or 500. It's a big old party.
Yeah.
But then my daughter, she lived in Denver. She just wanted small, intimate. She did like a wedding venue like this, and
Like our wedding was, I think 100. I think we invited
Yeah.
200. Ended up having 175, 170
Yeah.
there. So that would be perfect for us here.
That sounds like a huge number to me.
Oh yeah, it's a
75
lot.
People is a lot of people.
Yeah. But
hey,
then
you want to tell them how we got married?
It was the cheaper venue than.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was free.
Yeah.
Side of the road.
Third time's a charm.
That's right.
Yeah.
there's a story there I want to hear.
There is. Well, later. That's the point of this podcast. Let me ask you this. Number one, why did the previous owners want to sell? And then why do you think that you can do it better than what the previous owners were doing?
Ooh, that's a fun question.
I guess I can speak on that. So the previous owner's he was great with us, very upfront with everything, helping out,
Calm.
getting, everything he said that he was going to do for us or
Yeah.
part of the
He
deal
worked with
was there.
us.
Everything was there. So talking with him, the conversations, it felt like where he struggled was he had the venue and he wanted to basically, this is the venue, it runs itself. Someone else runs it, but not necessarily him.
Oh, okay.
More
He
the
needed
passive
to hire
side.
someone who would
We need
actually.
the event planner.
The coordinator, the planner,
Yeah.
he has a bunch of other businesses. He's busy. He has places all over. He's traveling a lot. Like it was more of a time commitment
And I
than
think
he
he
was.
initially thought it would be. Yeah.
And I think he had the property across the street as well. So there was 2 venues over there that he
Okay.
built, and it just too much just grew out of it or whatever. Wanted to go
Right.
a different direction with
Yes,
it.
yeah.
And I think that's where we clicked with it. It's, hey, everything you struggled with, we already have the solution.
Me.
Chris,
Yeah,
she's gonna
yeah.
be able to do everything. Our visions for where we wanted to go, expanding long term, were there. So it clicked there, and just talking through anything that he had, the downsides or the headaches with, anything like that.
Your secret sauce is Kristen.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
See, I like to joke with her and say, she's my secret sauce, but come on, you can do without me.
Yeah, he's
She's like-
a little part of it.
We joke because it's funny because the way we've always separated is she was like, when we're first coming in, like designs or advertising or color schemes, anything like that for the business advertising marketing side.
Branding.
She would come
Yeah.
ask me, and it's like, I want you to take, like, this is your baby.
Yeah.
This
Good
venue is
answer.
yours.
Yep.
You do how you want to design it. I'll give you final opinions. Take them or
Right.
leave them. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying, hey, this is what has to happen.
I didn't get a ton
This
of
is it
final
there.
opinions.
I'm like, this is yours. This is your.
Right.
This is our dream, but specifically, this has always been her dream.
Right.
So
Yeah,
like,
I guess
I wanted
so,
to make
yeah.
sure she could always do that. But then I joke with her because on the other side, it's like, I don't want to do the numbers, the payroll, the budgeting, the landscaping, all that. So that's where I always joke back with her.
We're a good team.
She goes, you're gonna be with me just so I can retire you. I'm like, well, I'm gonna be very busy as well here.
You guys had, so you bought it in September.
Yep.
Have you had venues out there underneath your ownership yet?
No. So the only events we've had is we did our gender reveal
Right.
out there. So
Oh,
the first
okay.
event, get some pictures and that, and then the grand opening. Those are the only things that we've done official events under our name out there.
Do you already have weddings booked though? That
Starting.
so that's nice. And then does the brides then know that you're new owners?
Yeah.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and everything works out.
So we-
Yeah,
that
we're
way.
very upfront.
Yeah, we tell them that at the start. Hey, I don't know how much you know about our backstory, what you found out, but we just bought this. So like, we tell them like, we're an open canvas right now. If you have an idea, what she always tells them is, we haven't done anything to know what's works best yet. If
Like,
you wanna
help
try,
us.
if you want to try something, there's very few things we're gonna say no to because we want to try. If you're willing to take a risk with us and try things,
Yes.
you're all open for it. We want the event to be your event. And she would roll her eyes at me at first, and I would always joke with
I know
them.
what
I'd
he's
say, "This is the worst it's ever going to look,"
Yeah.
and it looks great.
Right.
It looks
But-
beautiful.
But
Thank
everything
you.
we
It
do,
looks beautiful.
because I'm like,
It's
you guys are
just
taking
going
a
to-
faith, especially the ones that are booking in 27.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of changes and updates. We're hoping. As long as the money's there, we
Yes.
can get everything going. We have a lot of updates we want to do. We're like, rest assured, like, everything we do will be with great detail, will be with intent, design.
Yes.
It will only enhance experience.
And that's better. Right? You can at least get or know that you're going to get this.
Yeah,
So the way that it's set up is, can you just rent out like a room for like maybe a baby shower or I don't know, graduation party, stuff like that?
Yeah, we are definitely not only a wedding venue.
Okay.
It's good for weddings,
Right.
don't get me wrong, but also with the barn not being like a massive 300, 400 person barn, I think it does also work for the little bit smaller, more like 50 people events, such as engagement parties, baby or bridal showers, birthday parties. Having grad
Sure.
parties would be awesome there as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just because you don't have too much space inside
Yeah.
it, you're like not.
Because then the rooms are add-ons, right?
Should-
Everything
oh,
is like an add-on.
The housing.
Yes.
So
yes,
for that stuff, yes.
Okay.
For weddings, we have the two packages. We have a single day that you still have access to them to get ready and all that. And then
Okay.
you can add on, whether if you do the whole weekend package, you get both houses, venue, everything there for the weekend. And then if you do a single day, you can add lodging on depending on availability
the
and
night
stuff
of.
like that. So for any grad parties, birthday parties, stuff like that would also be an option as well. If you wanted to come have a party, birthday, whatever, that would all
Now,
be there.
how involved are you as the owners with their planning? Like as far as like the food and the DJ and stuff, do you have specific DJs that you recommend, or can they bring in a band? Can they bring in whatever they want? Can they bring in any food, or do you guys do the food? Or
We have no kitchens on site.
okay,
So it's all catered food in.
And with us being new, we don't have preferred vendors that you like are required to use. So usually what I like tell my couples is I will be as involved or not involved as you want.
Okay.
If you want help, I do like I have connections.
Yes.
I do know vendors. I won't push them down your throat and say you have to use them. But if that's something you're like, but I want your
especially if
opinion on
they're
that.
hours
Exactly.
away and you
Exactly.
don't really know.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
kind of what we've been doing is they're like, do you have a preferred vendors list? We don't have a preferred vendors list because for us to have a preferred list, we
I
want to
wanna
work,
work
them,
with you.
see how they actually
Yes.
A lot.
execute, do all that. We have, hey, these are local vendors. She's met a lot of
20
flour.
vendors come out for the grand opening. So like for us, that was a great start
Yeah,
because I'm
right.
like, you've met us, you took time out of your day to
Yeah.
come see our venue. You have now met Casey, and I feel pretty comfortable. Again, you don't have to use, but I know like when I was getting married, I liked hearing my venue owner knows this vendor and they've been to this venue multiple times.
And
Just
give you an
Sure,
idea.
it's tested.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I know that's not what we're looking.
How to run it that way.
But involvement wise, like for the day of your wedding per se,
Yes.
she is going to be day of coordinator. That's included with
Included.
her price up front.
You will be there doing all the running around.
Every-
Oh yeah, 12 hours
12, 13,
morning
however
till you
hours.
leave.
Does that sound exciting?
Oh,
I do love it. I'm crazy.
Oh my
I
gosh.
do
she's
love
so,
it.
yeah.
Now, if they already bring in a wedding planner or coordinator,
That's fine.
will that coordinator then be reaching out to you through all the planning?
They could. I don't think we have a huge grasp on how that'll work.
Okay.
We will definitely be less involved if they hire their own coordinator. More than welcome to.
But the day of, it's going to be you But can they also hire you to plan their wedding?
Yes, that's just an add-on. That's not included.
Okay.
Coordinating is automatically included. If you want to hire another coordinator, you can, and I will work in conjunction with them.
But can they hire you
For the
For-
court, yes.
yeah.
for the whole thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or if they have their own in, we're just gonna say Columbus. If they have their own in Columbus, then they can have that coordinator, and that coordinator needs to get with you guys can talk.
Yeah.
But the day of, you will be doing.
But if it's the same scenario and they're like, hey, my friend Mary, she's a coordinator.
Right.
I want her to do our wedding. That's fine. We have no problem with that. But just know we're including like part of your upfront pricing. We're including in there, so it's free if you want us.
Right. Now, like, what is the percentage of people that have event planners, would you say? Or wedding planners? I guess I'm talking more, let's
Becoming
say,
a lot more
weddings.
popular.
Yeah.
More popular.
But in the same sense, so is the DIY, do it yourself, the budgeting, the micro weddings. I'd actually love to see statistics on that.
And I just want to, do you think that's something AI is going to take?
I don't know.
Because I know wedding planning is good because
Yeah.
you can actually see things, but
Yeah.
you could probably tell AI, I have 600 guests, 500
Yeah.
guests, and they're charging me $25 a plate. It's just,
I would say for the planning side, I think our estimates are anywhere from 20 to 30, maybe 40% of the planning side
Yeah.
at most. We don't think that's going to be an every time thing. And
Probably less than half.
and take
Honestly.
us for example, on the day of coordinator. We didn't really realize, she obviously did, but I didn't. So take me for the ignorant side of what do we need that for?
I think
Why is
day
it
of
important?
coordinators are more popular and common to be hired than a wedding planner.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
That does the whole like start of planning your wedding for basically your whole engagement, I think is less common. But I think people are definitely starting to realize the importance of a day of coordinating.
Yeah.
Because it's everything from the little details of how's the barn going to be set up, vendor timelines coming in, who is going to deal with all of your headaches or making things or
or just
going
running to grab bagels or
Exactly.
something.
And you're in, like,
And
there-
but she gets to feel like a princess.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what
She should be waited on,
That's
and that
right.
is my job.
That's the whole thing. We want you to come here. You start to get ready. You don't have to worry about anything.
Yes.
We will go. She will go, and then she needs me. Hey, Casey, I need you to go do this. Okay, whatever you need me to do. But taking all of that weight of, hey, is my food here? Is my flower set up already? Or is my DJ in the right location? That's where the day of coordinating we want to help with. Because I guess back to where I was saying, like, how important is it and all that? And then we started going to weddings, and then we're like, we've gone to a ton, and oh wow, the ones that don't have a day of coordinator,
You can tell.
you can absolutely tell. So that's where we modeled a lot after where we got married. They did a lot of that, and they did the day of wedding included as well, the
Right.
coordinating, and just how smooth it was and all that. This is our venue, this is our business, this is our life, this is everything for us. We want everything to be as smooth as possible.
I want it to be as perfect as you
Yeah.
want it to be.
Right.
With us doing the coordinating, we can help make sure all of that. She's been a coordinator in the past. She knows to think about those things. Like she always tells them to bustle their dress after ceremony. That some things you don't think about.
I
Like,
would have known that.
yeah, but
You would have forgotten about that.
so the
It's
stuff.
common.
Yeah.
But how many times do your maid of honor or your mom not know how to bustle
Right.
your dress?
And they're
I
like,
don't even know
they're
how.
looking up YouTube, learning how to bustle up their dress.
What that's supposed to mean?
The train of the
And they
dress
can bustle it up. So
Basically pinning
For
it up.
the-
So
after the ceremony.
Of course.
it's the train. So then when they're dancing, sometimes people like will wear a wrist and then they're like holding it out. I wouldn't know. I didn't have one.
But yeah, all that stuff, and that's where I think the planning is definitely hit or miss, but the coordinating side is definitely a lot more popular.
Yeah.
And from other venues, just from us looking at
Right,
weddings.
right.
We looked at wedding venues from here to Pittsburgh to everywhere in between because we didn't know where we wanted to get married until the
Yeah.
right one talked to us. But how many of them were including the day of coordinating or adding it on or requiring it? Some of them are not, hey, it's not included, we're requiring it. You can either go through us or you can go through someone else. But we want someone here that can stamp and say,
We
hey,
just found it.
everything's going to go smoothly.
To be most simple to just do it included. We want to have as many.
And then that way
Yeah.
you have protected yourself and your
Yeah.
name
Yeah,
because
exactly.
if something got, I don't know, ruined or lost, even though you might not have had anything to do it, you know it's going to be
If there's a
your
leak
fault.
somewhere,
Yeah,
if the
it's
outlet
exactly.
goes out, if any of those
When you're a
maintenance
venue
things.
owner, you're there for an emergency anyway. You might as well give yourself the title.
I don't know how venues work, but I can't imagine you're like, peace out, we're going to go down.
Some do. It is a simple unlock at 9 a.m. and come back and lock it up at 11. That's just not what
Yeah,
we
I-
envisioned.
Just
for ours.
because of this fact that something could go
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
And it is your wedding day.
Especially with her and I both being there, the plan is both of us be there through the events. She'll be there all day. I'll be there, especially once the events start happening. I might be at home with the baby for the first part, drop off with a sitter or whatever. But once the ceremony starts, cocktail hour, reception, cleanup.
We're going to be there for a cocktail.
Yeah. So all of that stuff, where like I tell the parents or the bride and groom or whoever's doing the tours, if there is any issue, our goal is the bride does not know about it.
Sure.
That's
Yes.
why we're both so involved. We can do everything. We're the owners. We have say over what happens.
There's nothing the bride is going to do that you guys can't do. So there's no reason
Yeah.
to even let her know that.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
it's not like
That's a good
she's going to
point,
be
yeah.
the.
And what we want to tell all the parents, all the grooms, best man, maid of honor, if there's an issue, just come to us.
Yeah.
We'll go handle it. Whatever it is, we'll go handle it. Even the little things that she always talks and mentions, like another thing people don't think about is you're doing pictures after your ceremony. Who's going to go grab you waters, a drink if you want a glass of wine or a beer, or make sure
Your food,
your
Right.
cocktail
Yeah,
hour. You know how many
yeah.
brides and grooms don't
Pay
even
for all
get
the
their
food.
orders.
Don't get the
Right.
cocktail hour food, anything like that. It's like, that's another gap that, like, hey, you're not thinking of it, you got a million things going on, we'll think about it. Yes.
Oh, a huge benefit.
Yeah. For the bride. Isn't that the latest trends, the newest, best things?
Along with it, like when we were going through and doing our wedding, like it was just a year ago, we bought all of our stuff for our wedding with the intention of, hey, we're not going to buy cheap or
Or just,
disposable
like,
stuff.
rent.
Because we're like, we're going to have a wedding venue sometime. We might have to store it for a little bit. So now it's fun seeing, hey, we have everything. So when she shows her
Who would have
info,
known less than
well,
a year?
but even when
Yeah.
she shows her
Yeah.
expo photos of like our wedding, like here, this was our wedding, our decor, our centerpieces, stuff like that. We can now use our wedding
Yeah.
to show them, hey, we basically got married in the same aesthetic. Like we laugh, like this venue is almost like a carbon copy. Obviously, there's some differences, but it's the same idea, aesthetics where we got married. So it's like we were in a barn, we had the tables, like everything's very similar. So all the stuff that we have, you can now use as inspiration and go through and
Right.
see how it actually looks in person with it.
Interesting.
If a bride was trying to decide between two different venues and stuff, is there something that Rivers Edge has that stands out?
I think the photo opportunities, like the pond, the pasture, we have an orchard, especially in fall, we have a whole tree line of just beautiful fall. I think that's an added benefit. You don't have to leave for photos, you get a large variety. I just think having access to 30 acres for your whole wedding day, lodging, get ready suites. I guess the list would actually probably go on and on.
The biggest thing what we try to tell or try to convey to the couples coming in and look without being like, hey, we're just trying to sell you on more. It's like the benefit you have from us compared to anyone else is we have the two houses on site. You can come in, yeah, you're going to pay a little more, but we did that for our wedding and we wouldn't have it any other way. So you can come in on Friday, do all your setup, do your rehearsal. You and your friends, girlfriend can be in one house, the guys can be another, or if you want your family in houses. You don't have to leave. So now you wake up in the morning, you just make breakfast, and you start getting ready and going through. And then when you're done and get through everything for the night, you don't have to down everything right
Yeah,
there at
that's
the end of the
pretty
night.
cool.
You just walk 50 feet over to the honeymoon suite, or take the golf cart, we'll drive you over to the house, and we can sleep. I think it's 12 people on site, and you can add air mattresses if you want more than that. But that's where I think our biggest benefit is outside of the pictures, because it's not very common to have that much variety, acreage, land, especially with an orchard, a vineyard.
Who's taking care of that?
So I'm going to take care of that.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. Yes, that's where my time's going to go with the maintenance and upkeep.
Now, is that fun for you?
Oh yeah,
You love it?
I enjoy doing all that. I don't know how to necessarily do it all. I got to learn, but that's a big thing where it's like, hey, go to the apple trees, go to the
At
pear
least you're
trees.
willing to learn and you
Yeah.
want to learn. That
Yeah.
to me, that's big.
Yeah. So I guess the last for it is just you get done with your wedding. It's 10, 11 o'clock. You don't want to be sitting there tearing down, boxing everything up, getting in a shuttle, going to a hotel. No. Leave it all right there as it is. Throw away some garbage. Go sleep.
You
Wake
know,
up in the morning on Sunday. Now your friends and family can come back who didn't stay at the property, and now you can pack up and clean up everything and be done. But like the stress-free.
Who wants to
Weekend
end their
experience.
wedding night cleaning up
and I
on
was
the
just-
tables?
And I was just gonna say, like, I know that I've been at weddings, and it's just so much fun. You just don't want the night to end, so everyone's like telling like what bar we're gonna go to afterwards, right? And we're like, okay. And then we get in the car, and then we look at each other, and we're like,
Breaks for bed.
we're not gonna go.
Yeah.
If we would have still been at the thing, we could have just gone to our house and continued with the party or whatever we would want to.
And that's where we want to stand out, or that's where we do stand out in the experience. It's you don't really realize it till you go through a wedding, and at that point it's too late. Where that would have been really nice if we just could have just relaxed all weekend
Right.
and had fun. Like I said, that's how we picked this place. It was just perfect. When we were looking for our wedding, we looked everywhere all over. We ended
Right.
up an hour outside of Pittsburgh to find our venue because it was like. That's the experience we want to give you. A lot of people don't think about that because it's not common to have lodging and be able to have a weekend experience. And you see a price tag, and then once we explain it, there's been so many couples that are like, "Oh wow, that actually sounds."
Once you do
really
the math
nice."
and you start adding what
Yeah.
hotel rooms would be for everyone
Yeah.
and all that stuff. With
Who
us
won?
being a hair salon, I know that is a huge deal for brides too. They could come into town, but who wants to do that? Who wants to get up, especially if it's
Yeah.
cold or hot?
Yeah.
If they could just stay right there.
The honeymoon suite doubles as the groom's quarters. So we just have a refrigerator for beer and a TV for football. And that's all the guys need. But it's a very nice
Yeah.
space for them.
Very nice
Um,
cabin.
Yeah, it is. And then the farmhouse can do all the girls. So like the bridal suite get ready and they have the full kitchen and double vanity in the bathrooms, vanities out in the living room is like more the bridal suite area, so tables and chairs. So yeah, your hairstylist, your makeup artist, bring them to you. Go get snacks in the kitchen.
Right now, it's still the living room from basically how we bought it. But she already has her vision for, hey, we're gonna do hair and makeup chairs here in front of these windows, the setup, lounging over here. You're gonna walk into it and it's not going to feel like a living room.
It's gonna feel like a
Yeah.
girly.
Yeah,
a lot of my
I
friends-
want the little like beverage car and
Yes.
the wardrobe rack, a full length mirror,
And the
cushion.
fluffy robe.
Yeah.
My family and her family and parents and all that, they're like, you need to be like Airbnb-ing this and like renting the houses and stuff. We're like, the problem is we don't want it, we're not setting it up to be a living room,
Yeah.
to go lounge, hang out,
Yeah.
all that. Like, it's set up to optimize a wedding, getting ready.
Yes.
There's going to be seats, everything there for you to hang out and still be there while your friends are getting ready, the parents, whatever.
It was in
Patches.
Hocking Hills, maybe, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Who's gonna bring a family to
Yeah.
Macomb, Ohio
No,
for
right.
a weekend if you're not gonna use
Now, our honeymoon
Yeah.
suite,
it
it's
for a wedding?
the honeymoon suite's kind of a little different. It's a nice, small little cabin, sits back in the woods. Like, it would be a great Airbnb. That could be an option because that's designed for. This is just a romantic getaway for you to stay at. You got the woods. There's big glass
Yeah.
windows in it. It's very nice for that. So that could be. But the whole house itself, like she wants it optimized for
There's not
hair,
really a living room.
makeup, get ready, everything there. Plus the there's 3 bedrooms there, plus a loft, as well as your kitchen. So
Nice.
you have places to sleep, get ready, do all that. Everything is there. You don't need to leave.
That's awesome. So what do you think? Getting on the podcast, was it fun?
But the podcast isn't over yet. You can't ask about podcasts.
You invited me on here.
I know.
Okay.
Final question.
I did not touch you. When I do that means you can talk.
Woo, can I do that?
You're out. So you're the talker. Are you the talker?
In
Or
some
what?
cases, in some cases.
He's the talker.
Sometimes I like going on tours without him. I know he can stay home.
Man. But yeah, before the business and everything, we touched on everything. We want it to be a experience. We don't want it to just be a one day, but
Right.
we want it to be an all-encompassing
Yes,
experience. We want you to
yes.
come and remember this and be like, that was the biggest day of our lives, and I didn't have any stress.
We have a little motto, or I guess it'd be like a slogan for the business. Your hand in theirs, your day in ours. It encompasses everything we said and talked about. Let us take care of everything for you, and you just enjoy it.
And it's just start or end. It's, hey, you book with us. If you want to come out every week and see it, feel free. Like, you're welcome to.
And I also love the fact that you guys are young, that you just got married. You have the energy like you're gonna get married again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You guys have that energy that you need because it's contagious. You do not want a bride that's probably already frustrated, already having
Nervous.
the fiance saying stick to the budget and, or whatever, going all these things. And so what a refreshing, you guys have such a, you're so easy to talk to and very friendly, and that's gonna go far right there.
It
And
will.
when you have the place that just sells itself,
That's where events, it's like, we love events. We love
going.
being with people,
Yeah.
entertaining for
I
the
think
most
it's
part.
a great location though, because you have the two big markets. You've got Toledo, you've got Columbus, you've got Findlay if you want it.
Findlay and Ottawa, the local areas, you're 15 minutes from either one. You're 10 minutes from the hotels. We don't have the hotels right
It's a
there, but you're 10
fantastic
minutes away.
location.
It's
Have
very
you
simple.
ever thought about a shuttle, doing anything like that, or is that like insurance and
Down the road,
maybe?
maybe.
Yeah.
The way I put it, talking to people, is I'm not opposed to anything for the future. Are we going to add another barn out there? Maybe. I don't know. In 10 years from now, we'll see where we're at.
Yeah.
So the shuttles are the same thing because we've talked about that. And do we get one? Let's see if it's justified. How often do people actually get the shuttles? Everyone says they want it, but our wedding, we decided no.
See, I think it's like nice knowing, but we never use it either.
And we're 28, 27. We've been attending 5-6 weddings a year for the past 3 years.
Sure.
We've never once gotten on a shuttle.
Never.
So, if
Right.
that tells you anything.
Yeah.
But if we see, hey, we're now there, like, I'm very much a data, the statistics, all that through. Like, I'm going to track what we have, what we did. Hey, they used this, they didn't use that. These people wanted coffee, these people didn't want coffee. She's, oh, can I get an espresso machine? If it makes sense.
Maybe.
Like, if she wants to make coffees and stuff, yeah, if we can justify and it makes sense and it's worth your
Right.
time to learn to
We
do
are
it,
thinking
absolutely.
a lot of the above and beyond. So,
A little
the
extras.
the reason why I was talking about coffee is because like I want to bring like the bride and groom a coffee on their wedding morning. If they want Fort Findlay donuts, like I'm coming from Findlay, I will pick that up
Right.
and bring that into you. Just those little extra touches that when it's all said and done, you go, wow, I can't believe my wedding venue did that. What a nice touch.
Can we have pizzas for a rehearsal? What pizza's around here? Wherever you want. Casey will go pick up whatever you want. Don't worry about it. Just, hey, it might make sense to have a pizza place that we partner with or something.
You're able to do that because you're with child. However, there may be a time that you can't do that because you have so many kids
Yeah.
and stuff. But for now, you have the energy, you have the excitement, you can do it. And it's just one extra thing that's going to get your
Yeah.
recognition out
Yeah.
there too.
One thing that if we can take one thing off your plate every
Yes.
day, that's what we want to do.
That's what
Like,
you
just-
guys want to do. That's awesome. That is so cool. If you guys don't have anything else to say, I have one question that I ask at the end. Our slogan for Studio is Studio M, Make It Happen. And I ask my guests, what's the one thing that you guys made happen within the last week or two?
Oh,
Yes.
that's an easy one. In the past week, we got our first booking for 2027. Bride and groom signed contracts.
On
We got a date.
2027, not even the 27th.
They're already reaching out there to 2027 and starting to get those on the books, and we're supposed to have another one tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And you know what? You may find that a lot of brides probably already do have their weddings booked, right?
For next year,
Really, you could just use that time just to perfect things.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
see how.
and that's where we want to do the grad parties,
Yes.
showers.
Those updates we want to make, we'll get started on
Yeah.
taking the time because you can't do all of those if you're doing a wedding every weekend.
Yeah.
So,
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's
That was
fantastic.
great. That I would say that's a make it happen. Yeah. So where can people find you to chit chat or book or anything with you?
Yeah, we have a Facebook,
Okay.
an Instagram, and a TikTok.
Okay.
So I
All
take social media very seriously.
All of them are just Rivers Edge Estate.
Okay.
So they have, I think, our logo. Here's our logo on all the profile pictures.
Yeah, and then we have a website
Okay.
as well. So we're just like www.theriversedgeestate.com. And then email, phone call, text.
DMs.
I'll answer to anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Some people really do just reach out on Facebook,
Yeah.
and it's not a problem. I just grab an email from them.
Then you'll call and then you'll make an appointment. Is that how that goes? And then you just go from there, right?
Yeah. Oh, and we're on the knot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to
We're
ask
on the
about that
map.
earlier. We don't
But
like to.
it's good. So
I know.
basically, it's the wedding website.
When you get
Anything you want.
engaged, the first thing the bride does is make your wedding website through the knot. Your RSVPs are tracked through the knot, and then you basically find all of your vendors.
You can find your venue, your photographers, your hairdressers, your
You
makeup,
just
your
search
DJ.
where you're getting married and what you're looking for, and it brings up a list with reviews and stars, and you win awards on the knot for how good you are. If you, yeah, it's a huge deal. So, yeah, we are on the knot, which we're really, so if you go on the knot and you're looking for a wedding venue and you're looking in like the Toledo area, Columbus, anywhere, like you said, that 75 stretch that we're on, we will come up. That's a great way for people to find us.
Like Taylor, when she got married in Denver, she was on the. She had no idea who to go to as far as makeup and stuff. So
Yeah.
she actually did a lot of research that way.
Hers was the same when we got
Yeah.
married in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm
You
like,
don't know any of
Leechburg,
these people.
PA, where are my vendors?
Yeah, that's so awesome. The whole wedding world is a whole nother world. They get what they want.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
All right, guys. It was so nice meeting you.
Yes, too.
Thanks for coming out
for
on
having us.
Sunday, and we will catch you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.